Hello, very sorry.
Hi, hello, so sorry.
For the
Delay
very big technical
and
issues and havoc.
Yeah, so sorry. It's the first time that we're facing such problems, which perhaps maybe is like a good thing,
Yeah.
but it's also a bad thing.
I mean, we've only streamed 3 times before.
Yeah.
So like, it's still.
But at least we're through and we're together
Yeah.
now. So hi, hello. Now, I need to fix some more things. I need to like kind of like
Update things everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one of the biggest problem was that the internet's not too good today, which is unfortunate, and we can't really help it out with that. But yeah, thank you so much for coming today, and welcome to our stream. We already see
difficulties.
CIFF.
Got it.
Yeah.
Difficulties.
So.
Sorry.
We already see Ayman Amani. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you know anyone who's going to watch, feel free to let them know.
Please do.
Please do let them know of the new link and such and so forth. We already left a comment on the old one, did we?
Yeah.
About
Yeah. It's okay. Don't think about it.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Think about it. So it's really nice to be back over here. Actually, we haven't streamed in a while.
We haven't done anything in a while.
Basically, just to update on what happened. Back in June, Aisha had exams.
Shortly after we posted our latest Gen Z Mixwell episode, like our last season 1 episode, I had my exams.
And then after that, in July, I had my exams. And so we were really busy with all of that, and
we thought that like even after our exams, we thought that it would be cool to like take a short break for us to like recalibrate and like get the best ideas and inspirations and stuff, so that we could get started with our new season of Gen Z Mixwell with like a fresh start and a fresh brain.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why we're doing this stream as well is to get our minds back into it before we record our new episodes, so that we can also get some I guess input from all of you. Otherwise, Daniel, thank you very much for tuning in as well. It's really cool to see people joining us today.
It is any
day. Yeah. I mean, especially since it has been I'm trying to get myself back into this whole thing, because like it's
been a while.
I think I haven't almost 2 months, because we did record the last episode a bit in advance because
there was a cat fight.
It was a cat fight.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been more than 2 months since we've last done this.
Yeah.
So
it's like trying to get back into that headspace.
Yeah. But basically, I guess we can get into what.
Hold a second, let me share my status. I haven't shared yet. Hold a second. So now I see here, we switch on WhatsApp. You can't see anything. Switch on WhatsApp status, you write in all caps, new link. Full stop. Live now. Full stop. Let's catch up. Catch up. Full stop again, or like, wheel with like water. That one, the wheel, the sprouting water.
Yeah.
Let's catch up. And then paste link. And then wait for the link thing to come out. And then you change the background color to something cool. I mean, sometimes the background color is awful. Okay, then you click post. Okay. And you delete the old link so that people do not get confused. Got it. We didn't update the one on our Instagram story. It's too much work. We're not ever going to start that way. Okay, so anyway, alright, here we go. Now
you take over. I'm trying to update mine.
Okay, so today we'll be cooking university snacks, because we thought that, what cool stuff can we do? Well, we can do study snacks. Study snacks is something that we always love and always love to eat. And it's cool to have nearby. And they're expensive. So, today, instead of buying study snacks, we're making study snacks. We have 2 study snacks that we're going to cook today. Okay, please, let's all pray together that this laptop we're using does not crash. Okay? Okay, cool. If it crashes, then if it suddenly ends, you probably
know what happened.
But let's pray that it doesn't crash. So now, our first recipe of the day is one of my favorite study snacks because it's super easy to make, super quick, and just like you can't make a mistake. Sometimes you might have a tastier version of it. Sometimes it turns out not as great. Sometimes you're like, what in the world do you do wrong? But in general, you can't go wrong. I just said what go wrong. It's okay. But anyway, so the first thing we're making is, they call it Masala Cornflakes. Masala spices kind of things, and the cornflakes. Cornflakes. Cornflakes are my favorite cereals. Cornflakes. Yeah. So usually I just call it like cornflakes curry or curry cornflakes.
Yeah, that's what I've called it all the while.
Yeah. But
today's the first time I heard.
If you Google, they say Masala Cornflakes.
Right.
So, alright. Side. Alright, so Ali, we've got the friends. Hi.
Hello, Azim, and also Folding Banana.
The laptop is having the minds of its own.
Yeah, it's having minds of its own.
But please do not. Okay, so now we've got cornflakes ready. Cornflakes, fresh from the box. Box goes aside. Okay, then
Sharing them.
we have, this is my own recipe. If you Google, there probably are many fancy recipes out there, but I
have fine-tuned your own.
Fine-tune is a hard word, because fine-tune is like, you kind of like go into specifics of like, okay, this is the best one. I just kind of mix and match. I just throw all the ingredients in. But I know for a fact that you need cornflakes. Sorry. You need cornflakes. This is our microphone. Then you need cornflakes. You need curry powder. I'm gonna refill it. It matches.
Oh.
Curry powder. Some salt. Some seasoning. This is some all-in-one kind of seasoning thing. You can put all kinds of stuff. You can put like, if you like anchovy smell in it, put anchovies powder. Any seasoning, whatever that you like. You don't even have to put any seasoning if you don't want that. This biji sawi, what's that in English? Mustard seed. Mustard seed or biji sawi. Curry leaves. This is
fresh from the garden.
Our tree.
Plants.
Isn't it woody?
Oh.
It's woody stem.
It's woody stem.
Curry tree. Is it called a curry tree? It's pokok curry. So pokok curry and daun curry. You need the smell it.
I like to snack on it.
Yeah. Remember our caterpillar?
Oh yeah.
The name was Alianama. We had a caterpillar. The name was Alianama, and that caterpillar loves curry leaves. And then we have cumin. Cumin seed is like the most important thing in this thing. You need to add, cumin seed and this guy. Both of these, you need to add a decently good amount because honestly, it tastes so good. Hello, Biman! Hi! What does Biman say? I can't read.
طعام لذيذ.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah, it is very good.
Yeah. Okay, so now, first step, we crush our seeds that we want to add in. We will, okay, here's the part where I say I don't have a recipe for this thing. I don't even know how much cornflakes I'll add. I'll just like crush all these seeds and spices and then I'll pour them in the wok and then I'll see, I need more cornflakes, add some more.
Hey, do we have a wok already?
We will. We'll take it later. Yeah, okay. So now, you can take a plate to place all this stuff. Okay. You can update the title to say Masala Cornflakes. cooking masala flakes, and then in brackets cooking study snacks.
In brackets study snacks.
Cooking study snacks. Yeah. Okay, so now we take some of these guys. We crush it in this mortar.
1 L of 2 L's, 1 S or 2 S.
Masala 1 L. Oops, that's too much. Is that too much? Ah. Can you see this? I think it's too dark. Wait a second, let's do this. Excuse me. We summon the power of torchlight. Ah, there. I hope that's visible.
I have no idea. I didn't look.
Anyway, so can you make this thing bigger? So
sure.
Like,
and I forgot. I forgot we have a mouse over here.
yeah. Okay, let me see. Laptop in. Imamani says laptop misinterprets masala as masala. Okay.
Wait, we want that thing still.
It's okay. It's fine. Oh, this thing, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Imamani says they are from a tree, but I think they're called curry leaves. Yeah, but what's a tree called? You know? Curry fruit sounds wrong. Do curry trees have flowers in the first place?
Do they?
Do they?
Oh, you're
That's a
asking.
question.
Okay,
They have flowers. Where do you get the curry powder? Okay, the curry, it doesn't, yeah, they're not connected to each other. Like the curry powder
Yeah.
is like a mix of all kinds of spices, and the curry leaf is the leaf that you use. So is it like, in the first place, the existence of that curry tree, they just like came to that tree, oh, I add you in curry, and then they just name it, like, you know, the name came from the gravy or the gravy came from the tree?
I feel like the tree came from the gravy, but
Then
I'm
what
not
was
sure.
that tree before the gravy?
Some random plant. Maybe they have some.
Weed. It smells strong. You know. Yeah, exactly. Floating banana brought up a curious question. Is there a curry fruit? Oh my god, curry berry. They're called curry berries? What? They exist? Oh, they're edible, but the seeds are toxic. Oh my god. What is this?
I mean, imagine if we took the curry seeds and made curry powder out of it.
Well, you know, because usually powder
Yeah, we use the seeds.
What? I'm confused. I haven't seen the leaves. There's fruits. Oh man. Curry seeds should make curry trees. I think that one should work, you know. How did the fruit taste like? I mean, oh man. Okay, anyway, so
I mean, it's a berry, especially like that's.
yeah. Like,
It's out of the anything that I can think of.
I mean, okay, so now you crush these cumin seeds. There's two ways to crush. Sometimes you can just like turn it around like this, or sometimes you kind of like, as you crush it, the smell would like come out and it's so good. I am worrying if this is too much cumin seed, but you can't go wrong with cumin seed.
Yeah.
That was once upon a time. I accidentally
I
added
like smell.
cumin seeds in curry, I think, which shouldn't have cumin seeds. Because our mother wanted cardamom, I gave her cumin. By mistake. I don't know, there was something lost in communication. But then that was one of the best curries we had, even though it didn't taste like curry. Masala.
Maybe it came from bay leaves, fennel, etc. Have we tried adding bay leaves?
I'm not sure. Oh, in this?
In this?
Oh no. I don't think I'm adding. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, there's lots of variants
I think.
of masala. So they should. I've only. Yeah, exactly. I think curry seeds do make curry trees. Now there's a whole debate on curry trees. The fruit's spicy, probably. Yeah, you know, like, I mean, the idea of the fruit to be spicy kind of came from the gravy, because, you know, the gravy is spicy. But what is the fruit? What is the tree without the gravy? I think the tree is so incorporated with the gravy that it's hard for you to picture the tree without the gravy.
Perhaps we can find like an old name for
If we are going to make a paper, a study paper, an academic paper on curry trees, what study should it be? Should it be like history focused or like what do you call that? Herbology? Yeah. What area should that be in?
I mean, I would probably go with like history in the sense like what people
is
use it before.
curry
Yeah,
tree
because I
before
believe
the curry?
people before curry was invented, because curry is quite
When was
recently.
curry invented?
If I'm mistaken, it was quite recent. But something about the some. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember for sure. It might have been something that's not true or something. But if I'm not mistaken, I read that it was during the British colonization era.
Is it? I don't know.
Mistaken, like at least the one that we have
Okay,
today.
so
Perhaps there's some
so that's
descendants
super
of it.
new. So
That's
what was
quite-
that tree before the curry?
Maybe it's just a
Is the
common
curry
name.
leaf used everywhere? to
Maybe
make
it
curry?
was already called curry, but not the food. Then it means that the food name comes from
Yeah,
the leaf.
you know. So did the food come from the leaf, or the leaf came from the food?
Suggestion: a comprehensive encyclopedia on curry. I mean, curry is quite a broad topic for you to have an encyclopedia on. I guess that's fitting.
Yeah. Can't wait to taste it. Smell it from my house. It is good, and it smells.
I was already
It smells
smelling
really loud.
the cumin.
Yeah. The cumin smells really nice and strong. Okay, so that is our cumin. You can show it to the camera. Ta-da! It looks red, but it's not.
Looks red.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks
yeah, it
red.
looks very red.
But it's not. It's not red. This is probably just a shadow. Full Moon Banana says me traveling back in time to tell the guy making the curry to use the very same. Okay, now we have mustard seed. You don't want to add too much mustard seed because it has this very certain pungentish, like
Mustard smell.
yeah, kind of mustard seed smell. Smell that? So you
I
just want a
smell
little
rubber.
bit of it. 1 second. Smell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a small, strong smell.
Yeah.
This is the seed that's usually in kari
Curry.
ikan,
Yeah.
not chicken.
Yeah, that's
curry.
true.
Yeah, kari ikan. So it gives a distinct smell in fish curry, but you don't want too much in this thing. So a little bit more. A little. Oh wow. I think that is a lot of skin.
It can't go wrong.
Okay, go.
Okay, right.
Yeah. I'll take another plate just in case I decide that's too much cumin. So it looks like blue and black to me. Yeah, I think it's the lighting. It's not. It's just it's like cumin seed powder.
This can go back to the whole debate of the dress.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the spices out of the way, the seeds. Now crush that. Now the curry leaves. The topic of the debate.
I'm gonna crush that as well.
Whoops, don't fall.
I don't remember you crushing it, so I don't think so.
Just like take the leaves out of the stem. You want a lot of curry leaves because it makes the masala cornflakes a masala cornflakes. Like it's really good. This a bit more I think. Like you need a lot. This is already like 4 of these guys, so I think put another one. It makes it really good if you have a lot of it. So here are the curry leaves. They look like curry leaves, you know.
Pretty sure it's well crushed now.
Alright, thanks. Oh, that is very crushed. That's way more crushed than I ever did. Usually I would have like a little bit of like the shapes in.
Right. I
Yeah.
just crushed it.
Get back in, don't jump out. Okay, put them in there. Okay, so that's our curry leaf. What's that tree?
Oops.
It's okay. So, and then we'll have the salt and the seasoning, which we'll just add in the wok. We don't have to really measure it. Okay, here's the thing about the salt and the seasoning. It's really up to your taste, you know. If you like it salty, you add a little bit more. You like the seasoning, you add a little bit more. You don't want too much of them. You don't want them at all, sure. I add a bit of sugar most of it.
I personally like things to be saltier, but then other people do not really like it to be salty, and I don't really mind that. So
salty, too much salt, not healthy. But then I mean, a decent amount of salt is tasty. Too much salt.
Of course, I mean, if you put too much of anything, it's not going to get tasty.
Is it? Now I'm trying to think of something that if you add too much, it would still be good.
Cumin.
Nah, I think it'll come to a point where you can't have it. I mean, ice cream.
That's really the concoction.
Okay.
It's like adding more curry and
Yeah. Okay.
If you add too much vanilla, it will be too much.
I guess say
milk.
I don't like milk. I want to say
because
cinnamon powder.
The most it will become just milk,
I
and
want
not
to say
that thing
cinnamon
anymore.
powder, but then it's too much cinnamon powder. I've tasted it once. Too much cinnamon powder, not cool.
Yeah. I don't really like the smell of cinnamon when it's too much.
And it's also included in those really good fried cabbage at Mama restaurants. And Mama said, "Oh, the mustard seed."
Oh
yes,
definitely.
Yes, that's
stir fried cabbage.
Yeah, if you see the yellow stir fried cabbage, that's usually at Mama restaurants or nasi kandar restaurants. They have those mustard seeds. Sugar. Also, you add it in the wok. I think I usually do not add too much sugar. Do I add sugar in the first place?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Okay, never mind. I don't usually add sugar. People often add sugar. I've seen videos before I made them myself. I watched a number of videos of people making them. There's all kinds of ways and recipes. So I was trying to assess what people usually add.
Yeah.
They often add in sugar, and I realized I did it once and I didn't like it. It's too sweet. This thing is savory for me. Usually these stems, I will cut it to small strips and the curry. Yeah, I will cut it to small strips and add them in the masala, but I don't want to do that today because that will take too much time. Okay.
I like to munch on them.
I think we're ready. See that? It's super quick. I mean, if we were not debating on the comprehensive history behind curry leaves and curry trees and berries and food and fruits, we would have been done much faster. But see, this thing is super simple.
Did we take out the cooker?
Prep these, you get the cooker. I usually fry it on the stove, so I'm not so sure temperature-wise and etc. I hope it won't be too bad. Get this out. Can you place this back on the... Oh no, never mind, I did myself.
A bit of warning, there will be a loud beeping sound.
Wait, don't do that yet. Okay, now there will be loud beeping sound.
Just put it down.
Yeah. Beep! That's me. That's the induction cooker. I mean, I think it should be obvious.
Who knows?
I don't sound like an induction cooker.
Do you want to turn the controls over here?
Yeah, I do. Get the stove. Okay. You know what? That powder, there's too little of them, and it's way down there. I'm not using this thing in the jar. I'll just take the one from the sachet. Okay. Scissors. Dry one. Get a dry one. I assume you mean gas stove. Yes, I meant money. I usually use the gas stove, which I can tell how high the heat is needed, what heat, the temperature that's required, from the how the fire size. Yeah, big fire equals hot oil. This thing, it has specific temperatures, but I'm not sure what specific temperature is that temperature I want. Because in frying this cornflakes thing, you need to be careful. You need it to be at a high heat so that, because, okay, here's the thing in frying. If your heat is too slow and small, you sort of get the oil kind of seeps into the cornflakes, and that's not cool. So you need the high to be, the fire to be a little large, big, high, strong, so that the oil is hotter. And while the oil is hotter, it'll get this nice crisp in that cornflakes, which is what you want. But too high of a heat, then you'll just burn your cornflakes, So yeah. Okay, wok. Okay. We do this. We use the force. Oh wait, I can't decide which wok. Hold a second. I'll take this one. It's okay, I'll just bring it over. I don't have to summon it. Okay, so we have a wok. We need oil. Frying oil. Okay. Hey.
Hi.
We'll get that for you soon. Okay, so okay, yes. Okay, where's the scissors that I told you to get? The dry scissors.
Well, we're out of dry scissors.
Oh, we're out of dry scissors. Okay. This is a pair of scissors from our grandma. The first time I saw it, I was so impressed because it's all metal. Usually they have a plastic handle. So this is the first all metal scissors I've ever seen. It's from our mother's mother, who had an array of scissors and knives.
And everything in the kitchen.
Yeah. Smell the
This
cornflakes.
box is from her, right?
No, this one's new. The other one.
The other one, right?
Smell the cornflakes.
I'm not too big of a fan of cornflakes.
Well?
Except when like you cook, I guess. And so.
Yeah. Okay. Oops! I forgot to sign my phone. Hold a second. Okay. Plastic. Alright. Are you ready? Okay. So, how we're going to do this is we add a little bit of oil, not too much because otherwise you make the whole thing very oily and that's not cool. Add a little bit of oil. I haven't done this in a while. I hope I still remember. Then you add
This is how we cook. We never use recipes.
We sometimes do.
I was joking because
Okay.
all the previous times we did use recipes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We have been using recipes. Then we add in the spices. And then you kind of like wait for a little while. But I think because today it's so finely ground by Ahmed. Well, it's not bad. It's just so finely ground. So I think we'll add them like about the same time as the leaf because the leaf will get burnt a little quicker. So, but then you want the spices to have a time to like kind of like pop
Seep
it
into the
and like have that nice smell. So I think I'll add them about the same time. You fry those, then you have like this. Or Terengganu people would say bau bucket. The smell like kind of like rises and comes out like that. Then at that moment you add in this
curry powder.
And you need to be quick in it because at this time you might burn your spices and then the whole thing will taste charred and not cool, except if you like charred stuff. So you add in this guy. Like you kind of like, if you like it spicy, if you like the curry smell, you add a lot. If you only like it a little, you add a little, etc. Then you add the cornflakes. Okay. Sometimes I add the oil. You need enough oil so that you can fry the cornflakes, but not too much that you have like leftover oil in it. You don't want that. And you also need enough oil so that all the cornflakes kind of like mix together. If you like a chewy texture, some people do like that, like kind of like a kind of like little hard, like emping, that kind of texture. You add in but it has a cornflakes. It's not emping. It's not eat that. Eat. See that? It's very crispy. If you like that texture to be a little like chewy-ish, to have a little resistance, you add in a little. What do we add? Water. We add in a little bit of water. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What if, not for this time, of course, but what if we grind the cornflakes, not into like the fine powder, but like into smaller, tiny pieces, sort of like
into what happens to the masala? Or what are you asking?
Yeah, and then cook it like this.
It'll be like a chunky-ish, like because it'll turn to like sort of like flourish. Because you will have some that will get to like a very fine texture, so it'll be like kind of like like a and the oil might seep into it a little bit more, so it might be a little oily. Yeah. Okay. So now I will need a spoon for this. Let's open our very messy cupboard. Now you didn't see anything. All right, we're ready. Here we go. Here we go. Oil. Spoon.
We are a bit unprepared today due to all the technical
Yeah,
problems.
so sorry. Very sorry. We hope we'll still pass a good time. And in fact, also, we forgot to mention this earlier. Sometimes I speak too loud and then that microphone sensor things goes red. At the end, like towards the end, after we finish this one, we'll have another cooking, which is also very, very quick. Then after that, we'll be sharing some updates on our next season of Gen Z Meets World.
Season 2.
Season 2. Exclusive updates. Go and clean your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Oil. About like a tablespoon. You don't want too much oil. You really don't want too much oil. You click on. You click fry. Okay, this is very scary. I forgot to take a spatula. Spatula.
I was wondering just now. But
No,
I
I
forgot
don't need to
already.
fry.
Yeah.
I fry with my head and brains. Like, I'll program it. I'll look at it and it'll go. I usually do not use this one. I usually use this
The
one.
plastic one, right?
Yeah, I use a spoonish. The
Ah.
one with the pink
Right.
handle.
Yeah.
The old.
It's from Carrefour.
Yep, it's from Carrefour. Remember once upon a time, there was a supermarket chain in Malaysia called Carrefour? That was so long ago. We bought this at Carrefour. I think then it was no longer Carrefour. That was like at the end of Carrefour. They were getting rid of all of their Carrefour stuff because Aeon Big was taken over. Long time back. On. Okay. Every time I want to click fry, I get scared because I haven't done this in a while. Okay, seriously, open this. It's critical to get your timing right so that you don't burn it. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's go. Fry. I'll start with 80 degrees and then if that doesn't work out, I'll go 160 degrees. Because that's the only temperature I have. Then we wait for the oil to heat up. It's taking a while. Okay. You can actually use any kind of pan. You don't need a wok. But I do not know how to fry this kind of stuff without a wok because having that circular shape helps you mix everything up together. And the flat thing kind of like doesn't work for me, so you know. Okay, that looks heated up. We add in cumin. That. Okay, one second, I'm turn down the heat. Leaves. The leaves a bit wet, so it jumps. Okay. You're fine.
I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay. I think we need a little bit more oil. Can you add that? Thank you. Right, cool.
Enough?
Yeah, about. Okay. Okay, that's a little. You can see that it's starting to turn very brown, and the smell is coming up. Again, I'm not so used with this wok thing, so it's a bit hard. I think we need a little bit more oil. One more. You want, if there's too much oil, before you add the cornflakes, take out the excess oil because you don't want to ruin the cornflakes. I am adding a tablespoon of the curry powder. We'll see how that goes. I usually add more, so I'll just add another one. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of curry powder.
Roughly.
Roughly. I usually use a different one, but this is what we have, so we use it. I've never made this, but 80 is pretty low for me usually. Yeah, I know, but then it seems like it's heating up so fast. I'm scared. I like to add the seasoning, the salt now, because then it kind of like you have some that's like in the seasoning, you know, just a bit. Uncle Roger doesn't approve. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
I've read he doesn't.
I mean, I don't like the induction
does,
heater
yeah.
too, but that's the only thing we have to present here. But I don't know.
I mean, we can move to the stove, but it's like over there and it's like
stuff.
stuff.
Hard to move. Anyway, here we go.
Let me know if I'm stirring it wrong.
Oh,
That's
this
a
is
little
too
too
much.
much.
That's fine. That's
Oh,
the fine
right.
one.
Alright, good.
My cornflakes fell to the ground.
The sacrifice. Oh no, another fell to the ground.
That's just a sacrifice.
Oh my goodness, I'm terrible at stirring this thing
Okay,
properly.
here, let me do it. Oops, that thing fell to the ground again. Here, let me do it. You want to stir it evenly so that all the spices get mixed up, and you want to stir it pretty quick from when you add it, because otherwise it'll get uneven, and then that'll be not cool. You can have a taste. Here, take one cornflake. It's still hot, but you can taste it.
I've already taken one from here.
You can take one from here. Go on. How's it taste? Not
Okay,
enough salt?
I got the one that's not
Flavored?
well flavored. Is it okay?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it will be a little bit like that. The texture right now won't be super crispy yet because you're heating it up. It'll get that way. And then when you let it cool down, it'll crisp itself. The flavor of the curry is very different. I usually use a different brand. But it's still good, I think. So again, the amount of spices, you can adjust that to your own liking. You like a lot more spices, you add more spices. You like a certain kind of spices, you add a certain kind of spices. You like it salty, you add more salt. You don't like it salty, don't add too much salt. Hold a second.
One thing I like about snacks is that they're like things that you can just
mindlessly
snack on, yeah. While studying or just doing anything in general, and it's just enjoyable. It makes things more enjoyable as you're doing it. Lightens the situation sometimes. So in the case of like study snacks, when you're studying, you're like having all this information in your head and like probably having a lot of things going on. Having all these.
I'm adding another tablespoon of curry powder.
Having all these snacks to snack on while you're studying it makes this whole studying experience really, really much more enjoyable.
Yeah, hold a second, let me do it. The smell is already different because of the curry powder. Usually I use a different one, so you can smell it different. But that's the thing about this thing, you can just adjust it to your liking. So say for example, this curry powder, one of the things that I can tell right now, is that it doesn't have enough chili powder, so it's not spicy, which I actually like it spicy. So I'll go and add some chili powder if I want to, So you can just, it's like super simple, super quick, you can't go wrong. In the end, you get some flavored cornflakes, and that's good. Not that original cornflakes is good.
Oh, I do not enjoy original cornflakes that much. I'm fine with like cornflakes, cookies, and
It's finished. There's nothing in this jar. It's finished.
We need text-to-speech to help us get.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have non-spicy version today.
Ah.
You want it spicy? Okay, cool. Okay, so we wait for this thing. We wait for the chili powder. If there's no chili powder, then too bad.
Too bad.
Oh, wait. Early warning, when you fry this thing, the spices might get to your throats.
It has gotten to my throat. No, it's gotten up my nose, not my throat yet. From Amani, but if I'm frying, hold on.
I still go for the same stove. Yeah. Because induction cooker is like, I think it's like, for me it's like less. What do you call that word? That word that you can like adjust it to the finest of like thing, So it's like preset and like you can't control it as well. So
you can't go to like 0.
Is this too much curry powder? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's never too much. You can't go to like 2.08 5497213% heat when you need to. And also this is coming from someone who usually gets shooed out of the kitchen for causing a mess.
The chili powder.
I mean,
It's
I often
attacking
get
us.
shoot out from the kitchen as well.
The chili powder. The rise of the chili
And yeah,
powder.
as Forevermore says, it's a good thing you have a reason not to be in the kitchen. For me at least, I mean, I don't really enjoy being in the kitchen a lot of times, like all the time. But then there are also times that, quite a lot of times that I also enjoy being in the kitchen. Those are the times that I will get shoot out of the kitchen.
You're in the kitchen now, you're not
Yeah,
shoot out.
yeah. And there are times that I don't get shoot out as well.
Okay.
But still,
Ahmad is the best in crushing food. You need something crushed well, give him the food, give him the mortar. Suddenly it's paste or powder. Give him garlic, he can turn garlic into paste. I think because you just mindlessly spend your time on that thing and don't move, so Okay, let's taste that.
Now it looks more like it.
Ouch, hot. Mmm. A bit more. Yeah, it was lacking the curry powder. So yeah, you like the curry powder? Yeah, more curry powder.
Chili powder.
Chili powder, sorry. Yeah, chili powder, not curry powder.
We've had enough curry powder.
Yeah, we had enough curry powder. Okay, I think that's about right. So stir that, then that's done. See that?
It's very
super quick and super easy. I mean, today we didn't make it super quick.
Because
we were thinking about curry.
Yeah.
But, essentially, it's super easy. That's
Oh my god.
You're attacked by the chili powder. Oops, I spilled a cornflake. We're not even this messy in the kitchen. Okay, that's it. And now we have cornflakes masala. Look at that. A beauty.
It looks very red. Oh wow. It's not that red.
I think maybe it's the color correction of the.
Let's try using a torchlight. Oh no.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah. Okay, can you pick this up?
Yeah.
The falling cornflakes on the floor. Okay, so that's one done. Ta-da! See? It's like, wait, hold a second. Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah, it's that open so that my feet.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, that is our first study snack. It's like super easy to make. Oh, hold a second.
I haven't read all of the comments yet.
There should be camera that looks into the pan. I know. And then again, folding banana follows it up with does Oskida have income though? Well, we haven't. Like it would be nice to have one, facing over here, but that will be one day. One day, Oskida will have a second camera. One day.
Yeah.
This I cannot want my thoughts. Never mind. Yeah, that would be so good. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be good. Hopefully we'll get budget someday. Pray for us. Ameen. And like you guys supporting would help a lot. So that's. Or send Ahmad to go and pick the best vegetables at the grocery, and he'll bring you such perfect potatoes. That's relating to the Ahmad skills. Okay, so now let's put aside this stuff. We'll get to the next cooking. Ahmad?
I'm sorry?
Put aside this stuff. Okay. Alright. The curry powder, you can just place it on that thing, on that shelf. Place it there. Yes. Folding Banana says, send Ahmad to get curry leaves and he brings some home berries. I hope. Do that. That would be great. I want to see how the curry berry looks like. Okay, so now.
I mean, technically we have a tree already. We just wait for it to grow berries.
We've had curry trees since eternity. I've never not seen curry tree in our garden except when I was so young and I can't remember, and maybe we didn't have it then. But it's one of the first trees I remember we have, alongside
Villa.
Sometimes people say that's pronounced bougainvillea.
There's an I?
There's an E.
Oh.
But I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that is our first study snack. Ta-da! It's super easy, super quick, and it's also decently healthy. Depends on how much salt you add and how much you snack, because in the end, in the cornflakes, there's also some part of it. But it's a decently super healthy snack, So that's cool.
I mean, if you have too much chili powder, it might not be healthy anymore.
Yeah, and like the cool part about like this snack is that you keep it now. You need to let it cool, because if you keep it in a jar now, it'll
release.
It'll like steam up and then taste not cool. So now put it aside. Can we have this? Okay, I can carry it.
All right. So I think we still have time, because it's still long way. Yeah. So it's one thing I really like about these snacks is that it's super easy to make and also to bring, because sometimes when you have like we're going to places like studying elsewhere. It's really fun. It's really nice to have something with you that you can just snack on as you're studying. Like in some if you can, like if it is allowed.
I mean, like you can't cook at universities, So what you can do though is you can cook at home, like it's at universities.
In certain universities.
So what you can do though, in most universities, you can't cook at the university itself. So what you can do instead is you can cook them at home. Then you can place them in jars and bring them along.
Because it's really easy, and you do not have to spend that much on like paying for the snacks.
You can pack them in jars, or you can pack them in plastics. Whichever way it is, you save a lot of cost.
I can actually pack these to. I'm going to back to campus after this. In some bit, I can't remember how much more time.
Then you can bring those.
And I could bring those over to campus for my last semester in foundation studies.
Now, for a bit of a variety, I don't know how much time do we have because we had that delay.
Yeah.
But for a bit of a variety, we'll do this. If we can't finish baking it, we'll show the product on our Instagram.
Hey, look.
But we'll start cooking it now. Our second cooking. Just now we had savory study snack. Now we'll have a sweet study snack. But it's not like your average cookies or muffins or donuts. This is granola.
Honey.
Does that sound cool?
I'm not sure.
It should sound cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have granola, which is oats and stuff. You can add anything in your granola. I have this general guide. I got the base recipe from a video that I watched on the internet, but I kind of adjusted a bit. I'll see if I can find that video, but I can't remember which video was it. If I can find the video back, I might link it. But this basically so I won't read to the detail of how many grams, just in case that kind of it's someone else's recipe. But I'll show you what I do, and you can look at that video and kind of compare it to what we're doing right now. So we have oats, we have honey, because it's a honey and oats granola. Look at this, it says Tesco. That no longer exists right now.
We have
sugar,
not tom yum paste, but sugar.
Sugar, cinnamon powder, also Tesco. And then we have mixed fruits, which is also from Tesco, but then we repacked it.
Yeah.
So you can add nuts in them. We don't have any nuts, I think, at the moment. I also need coconut oil. No, we're going to use the oven.
Oh.
Salt.
Which oven?
And cinnamon, the big oven.
Oh, cool.
Big oven. Okay, here we go. This is another super quick and super easy recipe. Essentially, all of the recipes we're making today is super quick, because it's kind of when you want to study, you don't want to spend 10 hours cooking something. You want to be super quick about it. That cornflakes thing, if you do it without chatting and
without
thinking about
and
curry leaves, you would only spend about 15 minutes, at the most, or 20 maybe. If you're so not used to cooking in general, half an hour at most, I'm pretty sure. So that's the one thing that I always do in the middle of exams, because I just want to eat something. This one is a little bit trickier because it uses the oven, which you're always you need to use the oven. That's why people come up with no oven recipes.
Yeah.
But
especially since our oven is used as a storage space.
Yeah, so we have to take stuff out of it before we can.
And then it has some problems with the heat.
Yeah, it's old.
It's
older than us.
Yes.
So it ages.
And so I mean.
Okay, first I need a mixing bowl.
Mixing bowl. I think I'm not going to bring the granola to campus because I'm not much of a granola fan. But for the curry powder, for the masala cornflakes, I've never had them as my own study snacks because
Better you might know.
yeah, because the thing is, you've always been studying before this.
Yeah.
When you're making it,
Yeah.
you never made it while you're not studying. So I don't want to ask you to make food for me because you're studying. So and I can't make it on my own. Now.
I mean, next time if I make it, I can make extras because I didn't know you like it too. I mean, I didn't know our
Problem
other
is,
sisters.
I haven't been
Tasted
able to.
it.
No, I haven't been able to tell you or anything
Yeah,
because,
right.
I don't want to
Yeah.
tell you while you're studying.
Yeah, I get it.
So-
I get it. So yeah, you guys don't have ovens? That is so tragic. Well, okay. Well, I guess then you can't make these granolas. But if you have oven one day, you can make these granolas.
Microwave doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. I mean, technically, can you toast it? Nah, it'll be a bit. Nah, I don't think you can toast it. There might be. Nah, I don't think. Can you toast it? I don't.
Like in a toaster oven?
No, can you toast the granola? Oh, toaster oven. You can
Yeah.
use a toaster oven. Toaster ovens are smaller and
Have it right
cheaper.
now? To just lift
No,
it?
no, we're not here.
Oh.
It's not here. Make granola using thunder.
Get a lightning rod. Use 3 pieces of copper.
I
Ingot.
mean, you know that scene
And then-
in Back to the Future? Oh wait, you
I
didn't
haven't
watch.
watched
Never
Back
mind.
to the Future.
It's okay. I was going to make a Back to the Future reference. It's okay. Never mind. Masala Cornflakes is definitely something to remember. Yep. I'll try to make okay. I really don't have a recipe for that thing, but I'll definitely list down the ingredients in
Yeah.
the comments later on. So
And
yeah.
feel free to add anything or remove
Yep.
anything as you like.
Yeah, people might like it with a little sugar. It's you guys can just do it. Okay, anyway, so now into this thing, granola. Okay, speed run. Wing skill.
We have
Your wing skill. Okay, so that's a lot of sound. So now we have can we have tablespoon and teaspoon, please? A tablespoon and a quarter teaspoon. Okay, so now weigh.
this is also a
Rolled
very
oats.
this is an old weighing skill from our
Our
grandmother.
grandmother. Our
It's-
mother's mother. We pass
it's,
it down to our mother.
And
Oops, that's a little off.
now we're borrowing it from her.
It's fine. It's a little off. Now, okay, with this thing, the amount of oats and mixed fruits, the idea is that with these kind of cookings in general, the idea is that you have a ratio of wet to dry. So you have these guys, they should occupy one form of fruit. So let's say, for example, you don't want any mixed fruit. You substitute the amount of mixed fruit, the weight of that mixed fruit with the oats. Get it? Let's say, for example, oats plus mixed fruits equals 500. You use
Yeah.
300 and 200.
Okay.
So if you don't want any mixed fruits, you just make it 500
grams
oats.
of oats.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you're doing 300, 200, you don't want that much mixed fruit, you make it
Yeah.
400, 100.
I think I get
Yeah.
what you mean.
That's that ratio.
And what's the wet?
Well, the wet is honey.
Alright.
Tries to make granola using thunder. Transports 1,600 years into the past. Yeah, exactly. Back to the future. That's what I was trying to reference. Just that now equals the past instead of the future. I think buying a new oven is a lot easier. Yeah, you have to wait for that one thunder strike that strikes in that one particular time at the one place.
Well, as I said, grab 3 copper ingots, create a lightning rod,
Yeah.
and the chances are higher.
Yeah.
But you still have to
Don't
wait.
go to sleep.
But yeah, don't go to sleep.
Don't get attacked by phantoms.
The fan doesn't come in the thunder.
Well, before the thunder comes, because you're not going to sleep.
If we,
Yeah.
But then thunder just comes even if you slept.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
Okay. No, air fryers would not work for granolas. I don't think it even works for like the masala cornflakes. Don't do that. Anyway, okay, so here we go. So this guy. Now we add in the mixed nuts and dried fruit. Oops. Add. One day, if we have sponsorship, we'll say add. Speaking of ads, okay, that's the right amount. So now we have, this looks black, it's mixed fruit. There's raisin and also like currants and orange stuff in it. It's from Tesco. I don't know where can you get it now because Tesco is no longer. I love it so much. Those are the orange currants. See those square bits? It's a bit oranger. Yeah. Those are they're so good. They're really good. Oops! I used a little bit. I misread the recipe. Can I get a tablespoon?
Spoon?
Tablespoon. Yeah, thanks.
It's a bit larger than a tablespoon, but.
1 second.
And we can snack on that.
Yay! No, these dried fruits don't taste so cool to be snacked on here. Okay, that's about right. Okay.
The thing about getting recipes wrong is that sometimes you do not really notice it until you finish cooking it, and then you don't know what went wrong. There's two ways that I could, three actually. One is that you do not realize it at all.
How did we take so long to cook that masala cornflakes?
Second is that you do realize it, but then it tastes awful. And another is that it tastes better, like adding too much cumin powder. Adding cumin into curry.
So you want to have, okay, so now this recipe, you have oil, which is coming, oil, honey, sugar, and water, which is 100 milliliters. We'll get that later. So those would be the wet ingredients. Okay, it'll be like sort of like the sauce, you know, the dressing kind of thing. So these are I don't fully put analysis. I just understood mud and flying out. So these would be one category. They're like the wet stuff. We will melt all of that together into one thing. And then you want to heat that up until, there's recycled paper, some plumbing surfaces. Don't ignore that. We'll do that. Yeah, okay. So you want the stuff, like there'll be honey in it. So when you heat it up, eventually the honey will be like runny. That's when it's done, because you want the honey to be runny when you get that in here. So that's one. And then you have, these are the rest of the ingredients, the dry stuff. Hold on a second, I want to make sure that I read everything. Okay, so now you need to add salt. You need to add salt. It says half teaspoon salt. 1/8. 1/4. Is that right? That's right. 3/8. 1/2. Yes?
Why don't you take a half teaspoon?
The next one is 1 teaspoon.
Oh, there's no... That's interesting.
Yeah. It must be somewhere. Okay, and then you need 3/4 teaspoons of cinnamon. Granola masala? I mean, nothing wrong. It's just unconventional. I mean, I guess. But you would have to... Okay, if you want to make granola masala, real talk. That was probably a joke. But if you want to make granola masala, you toast the cornflake... the oats before you add it in. You know how we just added the cornflakes straight into the wok? You toast them first on a different pan. Then once you've gotten them crispy, then you add it in. And you might need a little bit more flavoring because the oats are plainer and thicker. You need more flavoring, seasoning to season it up. So yeah. Try it out. Who knows? You know?
It actually does sound interesting because oats is quite versatile. It's quite a plain base.
This is an oat cinnamon powder.
Is it still fine?
It's probably fine, but I don't like the smell anymore. Hold on a second. Let me get the fresh.
We need the best smell and quality of sweet cinnamon for all of these.
Yeah.
Do we have? Is that still?
Oops, there's not cinnamon powder. I forgot the wrong stuff. I got it. 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 It's a fresher one.
It's also Tesco.
It's also Tesco.
But a newer version.
Yeah, this smells better.
I don't know how the previous one smells like.
Okay, 3/4 teaspoons. That means... Oops, I spilled. That means 1/8.
1/4.
One
Then
quarter.
you use... Oh, 3/4.
3/8. Half. 5/8. 3/4. That's right.
I think.
Okay. The cinnamon powder makes or breaks it. Too little, not cool. The right amount, super good. Too much, a little bit strong. So yeah. Tesco should sponsor Oskida. They should, but then they're no longer in Malaysia.
Yeah.
We can go international.
Yeah. We need
Tesco
something to
products
stir it.
are good. Tesco products are good. So, wait. So these are the dry ingredients. Oats,
Do we need to stir it?
mixed fruit. We do, but later on. Salt and cinnamon powder. Now the wet ingredients. Get a saucepan. We need 100 milliliters.
Do we need the induction cooker again?
Yeah. Thinking about it. 100.
Oh, this one doesn't have induction cooker capabilities.
Oh no! What has induction cooker capabilities?
The beige one?
Oh.
The beige one. Is it outside? Another problem with induction cooker is that it uses...
I can't find it. It's lost. Maybe it's there.
It's over there.
Found
It's
it.
under the camera.
Okay.
Tesco Skida.
Money says, I blame the curry berries for making it slow. Maybe that's why it's practically unknown. It has been branded for slowing down productivity. Maybe it's a side effect. Remember the seeds are toxic? Maybe because the seeds are like the part that makes it... What if they're like... they have like properties that's like similar to hallucinogenic stuff. So the seed is like the
That's
strongest
why we're
potent point
addicted
of
to
it. Yes. The berries is like, a little bit less. What if curry trees have been genetically modified to not produce the berries? Because they slow down productivity.
But that will also end the productivity of the curry tree itself.
Yeah, because you don't... But then you can like plant it with stems instead of seeds. Maybe someone keeps... Maybe the berry... Never mind. It's so long. Armies used to throw curry berries over the wall to slow down their enemies inside. From airplanes. Sulfur bombs.
I mean, perhaps you can...
Tesco Skida, that's good! Tesco Skida. Okay, so...
I wonder if planting curry trees will slow down the enemies around you. If it bears curry berries.
You remember sweet berries in Minecraft?
Yes.
What if they're curry trees? Do curry trees have thorns?
Yeah, curry... I don't think so.
Oh, but that's not thorn. It slows you
Yeah,
down.
it slows you down. I mean, it says there's thorns. You got prickled by thorns to death. But that's just what they want you to think.
Yes.
It's actually slowing down your productivity
Yes.
and also poisoning you.
Yes. Yes, from the seeds.
We have figured out the Minecraft law.
Yes. Okay, 100 milliliters of water. We need some oil.
Oil.
Excuse me. Oil.
Coconut oil.
Oil, yeah, coconut oil. You can use coconut oil or butter, but you have to melt it. I like coconut oil. It gives a very beautiful smell. Dum 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 dum. Wa da da dum 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 dum. Da dum 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 dum. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh no, I can use reason. I'll use this spoon. Another thing from our grandmother. Essentially, most of our kitchen is like from our grandmother. So, next we need honey. Okay, so I need to use the tablespoon. I can't open it. I need to use the tablespoon, but then I've used the tablespoon, so I'll use it. Half tablespoon maybe.
This thing is very hard to open.
Yeah, got it. It's because I haven't cut this part out. If I cut this part out, it's way easier.
Why haven't you cut the part out?
Huh?
Why haven't you cut the part out?
Because I need to get a knife. Okay, now honey. I need 3 tablespoons, but then there's a half tablespoon. So 1/2, 1 whole, 1/2 and a half, 1.5, 1/2, 2, 2.5, and 3 tablespoons of honey. No, we said we didn't want to read the recipe out loud. Oops. We'll share the link so you can, if I can find it. I can't remember who was it. I think it's some British chef. Yeah, it's some British chef who, yeah, I remember. It's a lady. She said that she makes recipes that are easy to make in general.
Right.
Yeah. So that is our honey. Honey, sugar. I love the sugar.
The return of the induction cooker. How many? 60 grams.
A bowl. Adjusts. You know, the thing that I was so annoyed when I found out the weighing scales have that thing where you can adjust the weight is when you realize that all the time when you learn math, the weighing scale, Samantha wants to bake cake. She needs 50 grams of flour. The bowl weighs 10 grams. And then they say how much, where should you go to that point on the weighing scale? You don't need that. You can just adjust it. When I found that,
you should have answered. Samantha needs to learn how to use the weighing scale properly. The one you got, you need something else.
That's it, then get a spoon. Okay. How much? They say that they want cane sugar. We're just using brown sugar. You like it sweet, you add, you can make it once, then you can imagine how much sweetness you like. So if you want it sweeter, you can make it sweeter. I usually add cashew nuts in this, which is so good, but I think we're out of cashew nuts. If we're not out of cashew nuts, I'm too lazy to go and look for the cashew nuts. Alright. Bit more.
Do we add the...
Yep, you add it right in. I think that you can do it gently heat until the sugar melts, whatever. But here we go.
Do we need something to stir? Oh, thank you so much for coming, Muhammad Naufal, Nick Hamizan, and Ahmad Isham. Very nice to have your support today, and hopefully for our following what do you call it, installments? Episodes and
upcoming podcasts.
Yes,
coming
especially
up.
We're going to have a new season, and we'll have more information about our new season
In a bit, just a bit more, because we will need to focus on this thing, because otherwise we'll never get it.
Yeah.
But in a bit more, we'll be sharing some updates on our upcoming season 2.
And from Folding Banana, actually speaking of Minecraft, Oskida Minecraft playthrough when? Yeah, we could.
That's an idea.
An idea.
One day.
One day.
That's an idea. Curry berries in Minecraft. That's it. Hello.
Panas go.
It's been a long time since we've met one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Before COVID, was it? Oh, did he? Oh, he
During
did.
COVID, yeah. I think
No,
last
he
year.
dropped. He only dropped by.
Yeah,
And then we
yeah.
didn't get to meet him.
Yeah, that's true. I'm interested to meet you at Granola.
Inshallah. I have another semester at TFS first because I got in during the second semester, the third intake. But I will be there during the next year.
That would be cool. Speaking of universities, are you excited to go to university? Like, what's your idea right now?
Well, I mean, I was already excited, and I've been there for the first semester, for the second semester in
okay. Are you
online.
excited for like the degree?
Degree, definitely so. Currently, because I'm taking my
I'm
foundation.
sorry for the loud noise, by the way. That's the induction cooker.
Currently, I'm taking my foundation in human science, as I think we've mentioned in the last episode of Gen Z Meets World. You could go watch that.
Did you mention in the you mentioned in homeschooling definitely? We mentioned expectations is reality.
Yeah, expectations is reality. And so, yeah, I will most probably be furthering my degree in political science after this. But as mentioned in expectations versus reality, what you expect doesn't have to be real. Doesn't mean that
it's what is going to happen.
What's going to be doesn't guarantee the reality.
Yeah.
So, but either way, I am excited for degree because I'm not sure what to expect exactly. I mean, mostly I guess it should be roughly the same as
foundation studies.
Yeah, foundation. In the sense, like the experience of studying, with like the studying being it's dark. With the studying being, like, I'm very sure it would be a bit more heavier and such. We can't see because the thing drops down when you tilt it.
That.
You need to.
Okay, we'll just do it this way. Hold a second. Look, we're going to pour it and you're going to see it. Do I have to wait for it to cool down?
I'm not sure.
Gently heat, really runny, mixture over it. Yeah, okay, we don't have to. Okay, I'll need a spatula. Hold a second. You can switch that off.
Oh.
Yeah. I just want to show that it will be runny.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm especially excited to meet all my friends from foundation because a lot of you guys have already from a lot of them from the foundation, they have already graduated. Because they joined during this first intake. So I'll be seeing them a bit later. So that's another exciting part.
I have my interview soon.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we better do this quick before it.
Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah, you don't want it to cool because then the honey will set. So okay, look. You know how honey is usually thick? So okay, we'll slowly pour this down. Then you'll see the honey is now runny. Okay? Can you see it? I hope you can. See that? It's runny. So that's the consistency that you want. Now you stir everything together. It's super easy to make this thing. Basically, we just want to make study snacks that's like easy and quick. Because for me, the best kind of study snacks are like the tasty ones and also the quick ones. Because if it takes too long, then you take up really time for you to study and it's like hard and it's very demotivating too. To like need to spend 10 minutes doing it. So yeah, it's important. It might look a bit soggy at the moment, but it's important for you to add that water because otherwise the oats will get very dry and not cool when it's toasted. Right now you kind of like, when you add water in it, so it soaks up that water, so it becomes a little soft. And then when you put it in the oven, it toasts and cooks. So like the texture will be more delicate, instead of just like a hard. Tony Banana says university is really fun, honestly.
And
I have with you tomorrow when I'm watching Mosquito. Very fun. Very fun. Very fun.
I mean,
it's fun to live cooking granolas with thunder. Okay. Now we need a tray. bacon cheese.
Speaking of assignments, I think that's one of the things that will be the most noticeable in the sense of like it will be different comparing foundation and degree, I think, because based on what I heard that they are heavier definitely, and also most importantly there's more of them.
Yeah.
So so far I haven't missed any assignment due dates except for one, which is due to our my group mates, including myself, keep on getting sick and we could not work on the assignment.
Right. That's excusable.
Yeah, so we got an extension in the due date because of that. But other than that, fortunately, I've been on time.
Cool. That's really
good. The closest I was during my first semester, the second semester for the university, where I started working on my assignment at 9 p.m. and the assignment due time was 11 p.m. that night, 11:59. I finished it on time, but that was fun.
It's fun to live dangerously.
That's fun to live dangerously. I was like,
not encouraged.
Yeah, not encouraged at all. I was like, oh man, I have to write this whole thing. Turns on the computer, writes it down. I finished at like 11 a bit before 11. And then, finalized everything. It was past 11 and we submitted like, not last minute, but nearly last minute.
Okay, so now we make sure that all of the stuff are well mixed. Then we just pour them into a pan.
Another one that I submitted last minute. That was like literally last minute. Well, last 3 minutes, but almost close. I actually finished that earlier, but then the internet at the campus was down. So I wasn't able to submit the assignment. So I informed my lecturer I might be a bit late in submitting because the internet's not working and I can't I can't submit it, so but then the problem was that I could not inform my lecturer
because the
internet was down.
Now after you pour the granola down, you want to smooth it down with a spatula. Right. You want it to be even, and also you don't want it to clump at one spot because then you won't get that like nice crunchiness. You want it to get crunchy. If you want it to be like kind of like bar-ish, you want to kind of like pack them a little bit close together so that they can stick together and become clumps. Otherwise you can just spread it down, spread it out like that. I think usually, I usually do it this way. Now, the oven is preheated. I'm not sure if we mentioned that. We preheated the oven earlier, which you must preheat your oven. Remember that. If you use a toaster oven, you don't need to wait as long to preheat them if they're small. Toaster ovens is a good start if you want to start out, baking stuff. But otherwise,
From Folding Banana, Ahmad, I am speed. Campus internet, not so fast. That's kind of what happens actually. I mean, it goes both ways. First of all, the internet says not so fast to me, and also the internet is literally not so fast.
Okay, so now that we've spread this out, okay, now we go and bake this for 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, we'll take it back out and we will do this thing where we kind of break it apart and mix it around because we want it to be evenly cooked. So, first, 15 minutes in the oven.
From Ayman Amani. Pro tip, some lecturers are willing to extend due dates if you have a sudden influx of assignments, but you should not rely on them. This should be a last minute resort, partly because it's never guaranteed, depends on the lecturers. But mostly because it will train you for responsible work ethic, which is true. That's what she's not my lecturer. She was the Human Science Society advisor, who's also a lecturer, who said that, that's like the purpose of having...
Is this too bright? I'll just show the
not the
clock.
wallpaper.
Why? Why not? It's a cool picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I switch on the clock. Someone's phone is better. Everything's at yours.
It's mine.
Then you switch on the... Nope, that's the wrong thing. You switch on the timer. It says 15 minutes. You click start. Now it's in the oven. So...
I had a lecturer that quickened the due date. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'm excited for university too. I mean, I finished my pre-university studies already. Like my exam in June.
Yeah.
That was my pre-university exam. So I am excited to start. I'm gonna sit.
Oh.
You can stand. I will sit. Now I'm short. So I had my pre-university exams earlier. And now I'm waiting for my university applications. I applied to 2 universities, 6 different courses. Well, one university I applied for 2 courses, the other university I applied for 4 courses. So in total that's 6 courses, 2 universities. One of them is UIA Gompa. If I get into a human science program, I might meet your friends.
Yeah. Because you'll be in the same batch as them.
Yeah. But I don't know where I'll end up, so we'll see. It might be the other university, which is not bad, but not where you will be. We will be separated, no longer together. Oh, but anyway, yeah. So now that we're waiting for that to cook in the oven, we set aside our bunch of stuff aside. Put all of them aside because they give me a headache. Okay. So anyway, while we're waiting, we can talk about Gen Z Miss update. So, you know how this is the long. Okay. You know how people drag these stuff? You know how it's been so long since we've published our last episode of season 1, Gen Z Meets World. How many months has it been? It's been almost 2 months. Well, is it time for a new episode? Season? I wonder. Anyway, it's been almost a year. It's been over a year, a year since we published episode 0 of a previous season. This season, we are also going to publish an episode 0 for it because you know how in our first season we kind of let's put aside this open. That thing's so bright.
Clean up the bird space before we announce it. We want to drag this more.
Yes, we're dragging it longer.
Did you see when the fly landed, that thing turned around?
No, I didn't.
I wonder if we caught on camera.
You can check it out later. Move this oil. This thing bothers the camera.
I can still smell the coconut oil.
I can still smell the... Well, you can smell it now that the oven's toasting it.
Oh, no wonder.
And then remove this guy. Alright, okay.
This thing also disturbs the view.
Listen, there's a spot of curry.
Yeah, I've been looking at that. Chili powder.
Okay, so now, you know how our... Oops. Don't place it there. You know how in our first season, we had if you notice, there's a focus in the topic. We talked about Gen Z Meets World in general, anything and everything connected to youth and us and world, anything. It's basically when we named it Gen Z Meets World, it's essentially the Gen Z and the youth in general, with Gen Z being a namesake for youth, the younger people. Meeting the world. So any form of observations and analyzations and that's the concept that we had for Gen Z Meets World. So when we did our first season, we thought that to start out, because it's our first time doing a podcast, so we thought that we would start with everyday topics. So we did things about just day-to-day stuff, everything around you, things for example your hobbies, the books that we all love. We talked about our ambitions. We talked about a New Year's goal, very little things that's an everyday thing. But then we sort of showed that you can have a deep perspective into them. These things that sometimes you either just take for granted or you just, it's just a part of life. You sort of can go deeper into it. So instead of promoting encouraging us to be mindful about everyday tasks and introspect and think critically, about everyday stuff and stuff like that. Sometimes the topics are a little bit more focused, like we had like about stamp collecting,
Yeah.
which is not really every day, you know,
It's
it's kind
a
of like
bit-
that old hobby thing. Or the other day we also talked about overcoming loss, which is kind of heavy, but it's something that a lot of us face,
Yeah.
you know. So it's sort of like A, if you face it, B, if you know someone who face it. So I'm sorry. I think it's revenge of a chili or something. So, hey, hold a second. I think I need water. Give me a second. Water.
I forgot we could drink.
We can drink.
Yeah.
We just need water. 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 Okay. Got water. Water acquired.
It's
Okay.
from our grandmother as well.
Again. Okay. So.
Even the mug.
So, you know, like that's like what we did with like the first season of Gen Z Meets World. So now for our second season, we thought that we want to focus to have like a we like want to like move into like a different kind of topic. So like we had like a very everyday thing. So now we're kind of like moving to a certain topic with like a little bit more focus and try to explore this one avenue in the, you know, exploration. Hold a second. So we kind of like want to move into like a stronger focus, you know? Oops, I lost the screen. Okay, cool. Sorry, so sorry. So we want to have like a stronger focus in it, you know? So, hold a second. Sit while drinking. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Just a moment. So, now, for our next season, we want to have a strong focus. How many times have I said that? Did anyone count? So, we'll have a stronger focus for the next season. Yeah, that's our season 2. And you can kind of actually guess where we are bringing this new season from the theme today and also the upcoming teasers. We're going to post the episode 0 sometime August, probably like late August or like perhaps mid August. So going towards that, like sort of like a countdown without naming you how many days it's coming, but like sort of like leading up to that, we will be giving out like teasers and like promotional posters and kind of thing. So you might be able to guess the theme, the area of focus we're going to bring it to for our next season. And yeah, is that exclusive enough? I'm not sure. I do not know how much do we want to tell to not spoil it exactly, but it's going to be exciting.
We will be giving out more leads to it.
The episode 0, we wanted to publish the episode 0 because we're going to take like a little bit of a different format, and like just as a pre-warning, we would want to still use our setup that we use for Gen Z Meets World, but if difficulties come up, we might need to do like a conference call style. Is that okay? What do you guys think? You know?
So meaning that each of us will be in a different place, and we will have like 2 images like that.
Yeah. You know, like a conference call style. So if you guys are okay, we might do that because Ahmad, you know, is going like out of state to his foundation studies, so he won't be here. So we want to arrange our time so that we can just like record them in our setup. But if difficulties come out, we might need to do like a long distance kind of like format.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we would still definitely be bringing it. And also, hold on to make sure the timer is so bright. And we would be bringing a new episode instead of like last time we did like 2 episodes. No, we did an episode every other week. So like episode, no episode, episode, no episode. You know. Now we might do 1 episode per month because we're going to universities and like we don't want to get burnt out. You know, because like it might be assignments and the co-curriculum stuff and stuff. So we might need to slow down our pace. So, you know, we might do 1 episode every month instead, most probably. But we want each episode to be like like a good quality. We want to like.
We don't want to jeopardize the quality of it. Still.
Yeah. So we want to like really go into the thought of it and like really talk about all those stuff, you know. So it's going to be like stronger, like more. I think the conversation will be more in depth in general, but not too heavy, you know. Still enjoyable, super fun. Now there's a lot of comments. Hold a second.
I'm down for that. A virtual meetup is better than
No. We missed a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, let's just focus on this one. I'm down for that. A virtual meetup is better than the podcast void for me. Yeah. So sorry for the podcast void. It's not a void exactly. It's a break. I mean, Ahmad was away and he was doing his exams. I was having my exams, so you know. Ahmad with his internet is gonna lag every 5 seconds. I've been thinking we need to figure out a way with that, you know.
I mean, I can try. I guess I can try book a discussion room at the library. Oh no, the internet's actually terrible there. Never mind. I just remember we don't have any internet access in the.
We'll figure it out. The
Other
day we had a video call for Raya. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, the quality of his face might be a little low, but you know, I think
the
it'll
sound
be okay.
is the most important thing.
Yeah, we'll record like a mic. I think it makes sense to like record from your side,
and then we'll
merge
synchronize
it.
the.
Yeah.
And then
In fact, if you screen record from your side, that would be better.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you know, we both record ourselves and then we align it there after that.
Yeah. So that will be our next season. I hope it'll be cool. Try purchasing a modem. Don't think you can fix a modem.
Yeah,
that's illegal.
You can't bring but you can, like, you know, have something, you know, your phone data, but then we'll consider that.
Yeah, we'll think about it. But yeah, so that would be our next season. Someone can probably already guess what the theme for our next season will be.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
really.
it's very obvious. Cool. It'll be like we'll be publishing, like, amongst our teaser stuff is going to be like new profile pictures and stuff like that. We'll be using a certain font and we'll be talking about certain stuff, perhaps in our bio. So yeah, we're excited for the new season because it's like sort of like we're putting it to a certain area of focus that we're not sure how much can we explore into, but we want to. And you know, so it might be like very interesting ideas. Once we've announced the theme, which would probably think holding banana says that he thinks that the theme is curry berries.
I mean,
it's not.
That actually makes sense.
It's not. We're not talking about curry berries and curry. No.
One whole season about curries.
Season 1, curry tree, the origin of curry trees. Which one came first, the curry tree or the curry gravy? Oh man, no. The curry will carry the season. No, we're not going to talk about curry. But yeah, so it's like a certain area of focus that we think that there will be like a lot to like think about and talk about, and that will be interesting. We would probably announce the theme either we might announce it a week before the actual episode 0, or like a few days before the episode 0 come out, and then once we've published like the episode 0, you guys can like comment stuff. Like we might ask you for like what kind of things you want explored in that area, and what kind of stuff we can talk about, what kind of, you know, like, so that we can like really look into. Yeah.
Eating curry berries. I'm an artistic
curry culture.
Curry history and anthropology.
I mean, you know, there is a lot of different curry in different places.
So you know, there is the thing you can explore in curry.
Yeah,
so literally, you can write a whole encyclopedia on curry.
Yeah, but you know,
that's not.
that will be one day when Uskida has a publishing house. One of our books has to be about curry. About curry. We'll get like, you know, one of those illustrators who like illustrate Osborne style technical drawing things. Yeah, we'll have those illustrations in our curry book, and then that will be, people will go like, Oskida, what does Oskida has anything to do with curry? Well, then they have to explore the Oskida lore. It's almost done. 13 seconds. 1 second. Let me see if I can show it to you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's lockdown song. 1 second. Let's get it. Okay, Ahmad's getting it. Okay. Use the cloth. Don't get your hands burned. Our granola is halfway through done. Oh wait, I need a sheet coaster thing. Okay. The book should have a curry smell. Oh, a scratch and smell. A scratch and smell book. Ooh.
Yes.
Scratch and smell. You can scratch and smell the leaf. Scratch and smell the stem. Scratch and smell the flower.
Seed.
Scratch and smell the seed. The gravy. The many different kinds of gravy. We have to explore each and every curry smell to get the smell of each and every curry from around the world. That book will sell. It has to be expensive though.
I mean,
Okay.
it will probably be like, you know, one of those exclusive thick books.
Yeah. So that should not be our first book that we publish. So now we kind of break it apart and stir it over because we want it to be evenly cooked. If you cook the whole, so in total you want to sort of like bake it for like half an hour, but if you just put it in the oven for like half an hour, sorry for the noise, let's try to put it this way. If you just bake it for half an hour, you sort of like will get like an even consistency, and then it's like not whole. So you do it for 15 minutes, and then you break it and stir it, then you put it again in the oven for another 15 minutes. Oops, don't run. The runny is so runny, the granola runs. I mean, that's not a good joke. I'm just trying to make a pun. Okay, oops, don't fall. Okay, so now we stir it. If you don't like raisins, which a lot of people don't like raisins, you can omit raisins. You can put cashew. You want to put chocolate chips? If we have chocolate chips, I would add chocolate chips right now. But we don't have chocolate chips. We only have like chocolate, which we need to cut. So, you know, a bit work. Do you want to add nah, too much time. I would add chocolate chips. You can add chocolate chips, like just like chocolate pieces. Just break apart some chocolate and just add it in. It'll be so good. So yeah, whatever you like, you know? You like currants, sultana. Don't add ice cream.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
No ice cream. Okay. Can you open the oven? No, it's okay. Oh, you want to put it? Yeah. Here.
I thought I'm opening
Sure.
the oven.
Oh no, the oven will open by itself.
Oh.
It's open now. Okay.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Ah. The scratch and smell. Like what was the title again that everyone said just now? It's way at the top. Where was it?
Encyclopedia? Was it?
It was like a fancy title.
Oh, the fancy title.
Yeah. A comprehensive encyclopedia on curry. Yes. So we'll talk about curry leaves and curry etc. and curry everything, and then we'll have scratch and smells pages.
I think we can call it like something like, for example, everything curry, colon, the comprehensive encyclopedia
On curry, yeah. So yeah, that would be our.
And people would think it's a recipe book. No, it's not a recipe book.
That will be our next season of Gen Z Meets World.
Not curry.
No, not curry, not curry.
Because we just talked about curry and then that will be
yes, not curry. But yeah, so we're excited for it, and we hope to hear some feedbacks from you guys once it's announced, and then we can like know like what you guys think of it, and like, do you want to announce it now? I mean, it'll be a special exclusive update. No? Yes? You want to keep it? Okay, sure. Sure, but I think that's exclusive. Yeah. I feel guilty because like, what if that's not exclusive enough? And now I just lied to all the many people I said that it's exclusive. I think it's exclusive enough. Yeah.
I mean, if you followed our podcast, our stream today, then you would know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would definitely know.
Yeah. There's one theme in it. But anyway, so yes, once a month. Episode 0 coming out August. A new focus. We might, if difficulties come up, we might need to do like a video conference style kind of approach where we have like different Ahmed from Gambang, me from here, you know, etc. And yeah, that will be our next season. Now we wait for another 13 minutes and 20 something seconds for that granola. The granola takes a little bit more time because it needs to bake in the oven for half an hour. But the cooking time is not long. So if you're like in a study session,
you can just continue studying.
Yeah, right now. You know, if you want to chat with your friends, you can chat with your friends too.
Yeah, baking time is like...
You just leave it in the oven, yeah. So
you
the
can study in the
preparation is
kitchen, like, you know, over here in front of the oven, or bring the oven to your study.
No. So yeah, so these kind of like recipes that I'm doing today, it's like all of them are like super simple, super quick, super easy, so that it's easy and practical for you when you want to cook them when you're in the exam season. You know, it's like super quick, super simple. So that's the concept.
Aside it being, you know, quick and easy and such, I think another thing about cooking your own food is that it's much cheaper. Cause
from buying
fruit prices there in places like universities are
pricey.
Pricey.
So you can save a lot by cooking like your own food at home. Then you can bring it over to universities.
I mean, one of the things that I brought there last semester was sambal kacang bilis. Yeah. Which I would eat with bread. Because bread is like cheaper. It's just I can split one bag of bread for like 4 meals. It costs about 4 ringgits. So it's like a ringgit per meal basically.
Yeah, that's
and so it's filling and it's nutritious and it's tasty. So
and these snacks like the cornflakes, I think it's decently filling. The granola is definitely filling.
It's basically breakfast.
Yeah, so you can like pack them and you can have them when you're hungry. You can have them for like
just normal snacks.
Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. I mean, alongside that, of course, you can also like bring crackers and then bring chocolate sauce and spread chocolate sauce on crackers. That's also possible, you know.
I brought crackers, but I forgot to eat them because I not really forgot to eat them. I just didn't really have.
You're like,
we'll keep it for later.
Yeah. A new focus? What's the new focus? Like the new, the new focus of the new season.
Oh.
So yeah, and like I think a part of like going to university, which I hopefully am going to. Pray for me that I'll do well for my interview. I'm so excited for it. It's the first time I'm going to go through like an interview. I'm like imagining all the stuff I need to bring and do and etc. And like it's very exciting for me, and I really hope to get my application like accepted. It's a dream to go to university, and if I get to Gombak, my first choice is UIA Gombak.
Yeah.
So if I get to Gombak, I would be like batchmates with Ali's friends.
And if you get into one of the human science
then
courses,
I would actually be course mates with Ali's friends.
Not course mates. Well, yeah, course mates definitely, because I do.
Yeah.
But not all of them. But
I applied for history, political science, and sociology and anthropology, the human science subjects. I also applied for law, so we'll see what I get. We'll see what I get. We'll see what I get. If anyone else also applied for, well, most of your friends will just get in without an interview. If there's anyone who's going to get in with an interview, you can comment. I want to see, but most probably not. But
we'll see.
Yeah, because I'm having an interview. We might meet. Yay! Okay, so the thing about going to university though is that there is a lot of questions of two things. One is like having like healthy eating, because being like expensive and stuff like that, sometimes you try to save too much and you're not eating like a full proper meal and like not a healthy diet. And also sometimes when you there are places, sometimes you just like buy like stuff that's like not so healthy. You don't think too much about like the health aspect. Sometimes you forget about it, so you kind of like want to bear that in mind. And another thing is that the cost, definitely, so I think that's cool. One of the cool parts, like watching our elder sister who went to university, like she our mother like cooks a lot of like meals for her to bring to university every time she comes home, so she can like save a lot.
I mean, Gombak is closer to
than Gombak, yeah. And then over there at the campus, because she can't cook, she will like try to like, for example, she'll look for ways to like have a cheaper meal. She'll buy egg and you seem choked. Yeah, he's drowning. He's drowning. It's the curse of the curry. I'm just trying to bring curry in. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, budget. So when you so she got like fresh egg, uncooked egg, raw eggs instead of like cooked egg. Instead of cooked eggs, which is cheaper. Then she just boils it. This was our mother's idea. Like, you know, those kettle that you can cook, that's like that. Then you fill in water, then you
Put it on
switch
a
it on.
plate.
Then it's and then it automatically switches off. Yeah, that thing. So you just put egg in it. You put the egg in. You close it.
You open it like, yeah.
You put the egg in. Put the water in. You close it.
It's not straight.
Never mind. Then you switch it on, then it boils. The egg might not be like hard boiled, but it's still cooked. So, you know, you can't keep it for too long. Our sister once did, and they got food poisoning. But, you know. So, yeah. How's it been for you guys? What's your university experiences and budget costs? We've talked about assignment just now. Let's see, scroll out that we missed. There was that. Yeah. The banana said that he had a lecturer
who quickened
the due date, and Imani said that's awful. The worst I've experienced is a miscommunication between the lecturer and the students. So he understood something else entirely and found out 2 days before the due date. And said then come home. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Like right here, Fulimana is talking about like he had miscommunication when the lecturer didn't realize that he was at class, and they didn't take attendance.
Right.
And so his solution is to like just ask for attendance. That's actually a good thing, because it's like sometimes we like that's like an active way to solve this problem. Sometimes you approach a problem passively. And you just like assume like, it's like sort of like you just like lecturer's fault, full stop, and then next time don't do anything to solve it. That's like a way to solve it. So that's a very cool way. Yeah. Size CX. I remember when he said size CX can actually be hard boiled. They can? That's cool. You just leave it inside for a little longer. Size BX is a bit harder. I mean, you can actually, if your water is hot enough, and you have just a little bit of egg, you can just, sometimes it can like get to a decent cooked state if you put it in a bowl with hot water. But the water has to be like really, really, really hot.
Fresh from the kettle.
And like really hot.
Yeah.
With like, you take a kettle, you pour water in it, it won't be hot. I'm too teasing. We're waiting for the granola.
Usually when I'm making some drinks or anything, I like, there's no particular reason. It's not like the egg, but then I like to like pour it while it's still bubbling. Like the right at the moment when it stops cooking, I'm like lift it out and pour it into my mug, and it's like pouring in while still boiling. It's just fun to do.
Yeah. It's been, I think we've mentioned, but like it's been a little over a year since we did our Prelude season 1, and it's wild where we've gotten now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't like when we started out, it was like like kind of like just like trying out something new and kind of like thing, so you didn't like expect it to go much far and further, so like now that we're here, it's like amazing, and it's thanks to you guys who always support our podcast and our live streams
and all our efforts and projects.
Like the goal is that for us to like have like the space where you can like just like talk about stuff, because and like also like I think there was also like a little bit a part of that vision was also to do it like a local thing, you know. So we can talk about like
Yeah.
local stuff. Like for example, in all of our recipes that we've been doing before this one is like kind of like our own recipes and super quick. But the previous one, we've always been like cooking like Malaysian cuisines, and most of them are like things that's like either our mother's recipe or something that our grandmother cooked, you know. So like kind of like to have that like home aspect of it and like local aspect of it to make it even like, you know. So yeah. So like kind of like bring that narrative. So what are you guys studying at university? I'm jumping from topic to topic. What are you guys studying at university? I would love to know. Is folding banana, are you at university level? Like are you, because you said like you have courses. Is that university like degree or like metric? And what are you studying? I want to study what I applied for. I applied for subjects that I'm interested in. I didn't apply for anything that I'm not interested in. I'm interested in some of them more than the others, but yeah. What are you studying? You're studying human science. Human sciences. Logistics. Oh, logistics. When I was younger, logistics was a big word that I didn't understand. What exactly are you studying in logistics? Law. I'm only studying law. I didn't know that. Yeah. Wow. That's so cool. What do you starting my second year in a few months? That's so nice. Congrats. How did you do in your first year? Did you do well? Holy banana is in diploma. That makes sense. That's cool. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. I've never had. I don't think I have a friend who's studying diploma.
No, he's already done something. I had a friend.
You had a friend?
I had a friend.
Do I? Is it my friend or
no?
No. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have a friend studying diploma. I've never heard of him. That's cool.
How long does a diploma take?
I know a few years. I'm not sure how long. Yeah, I think a few years. I think shorter than degree. I think I did okay. Oh, well, it's okay. Like, if you think that you just did okay, you can always try harder next time. I'm pretty sure, like, you can do your best. Just, like, you know, keep your faith. Yeah. Logistics is basically the movement of items and goods with people and connection. Oh! Right. I've always thought, like, logistics... No! That makes sense! Logistics... like helping like you move faster.
Oh.
Yeah. Logistics. I get what logistics is now. The first time I saw logistics was in it was in a computer game. So that's why like I was like when I was younger I was like logistics is a big word that I just don't exactly know what it means. I just know that if you have logistics, it's like a skill. If you have logistics, you can move fast. So you know, I don't know what it means.
It's longer actually.
Yeah. And then once there was this one time when there was this building that was like being built in somewhere close to our house, and then the company was like something logistics, and I was like, what is logistics exactly? And they had like containers in there.
The logistics that I knew after that. Oh look, it's done. It's a cupcake.
Yeah, it's a really a cupcake.
The other logistics that I know after that is like, as in like, I'm not sure, maybe it does have some, I'm pretty sure maybe perhaps it does have something to do with it, but it's in the sense like logistics of bringing something somewhere, for example.
Cool stuff. It smells so good. Oh, see the color like darkens? It's toasted, it's baked. Let me finish reading this. Do you have like practical training in your own theory? A diploma is 2.5 years. Ah. Yeah, we do, but mostly the results now last sem. For now, I'm in. Don't do that!
Oh,
no!
I thought that's what you were going to do.
No!
I'm so sorry.
No, you let it sit! No!
Well, now you know what to do. Don't do that.
Okay, if you stir it immediately, you'll have like very separated things.
Oh, you're going to make them one piece.
I'm not making it one piece, but I want like a little chunk like that.
Right.
You know? So you let it sit. So remove from the oven. You want it so you well, for the second time, the first round you bake it for like 15 minutes, and then you take it out, stir it up, then you bake it again for 15 to 20 minutes. So what you want to do is you set the timer to 15 minutes, check it, then you see if it's like golden and like crisp and like nice. It won't be like crisp because it's hot, but it'll be like golden. Then you're like, okay, yeah, that's toasted. So you take it out, let it cool, then it'll be crisp. If it is not yet golden, then you put it in the oven again, because sometimes the oven doesn't act exactly the same way every time.
Our oven sometimes.
Yeah.
Is it?
It also. Oh yeah, can you switch? Yeah, thanks. So it also actually the temperature around the environment can also define the
Yeah.
like on some days it's like colder.
I remember the day that we were. Our mother was cleaning the fridge.
Yeah.
And the freezer,
Yeah.
and it caused the temperature to drop down. So it caused the food to not really turn
So
out
you want to leave it for let it cool, then you break it up into pieces. That'll be cool. Contacting companies. Yeah. Oh wait, like call real companies. Ooh, like practical. Yeah. So it'll be like real life. They just don't want to be interviewed. So yeah. That is our study snacks for universities.
And studying in general.
And studying in general. And exams.
Look, it's a spinning phone.
And exams. So yeah, this is what I've always been doing for myself. I also sometimes make this peanut butter cookie, which is also super quick to make.
Yeah.
It like takes like just like
If we did not spend so much time talking about curry and
leaves and berries, we might
yeah,
be
we
able,
might
have
be
been able to make the
it
cookie.
as well.
There's the peanut butter cookie. There's this chocolate cookie that I was also looking forward to making. Like there's so many study snacks you can make. These are some of them. And if you make them by yourself at home, you can save so much cost, and you can define like what you add in there, so you can cater it to your taste. And you can also like know for a fact what you add in, so that you know whether you add stuff that's like, you know, is unhealthy. So you can like kind of like imagine what things you're taking. Now let's taste test. A little bit hot. I got the orange peels. So good.
You can smell the orange.
Yeah, the orange peel is the best part of it.
I can smell it. Like, you know, when you're speaking,
Yeah.
I can smell it.
Okay, so now
I think this is the orange peel.
can you sit? Okay. Sit the orange
Yep,
peel?
definitely.
Yeah, it's so good. So yeah. Do you have
Oh, it's magically been transferred into a jar.
Whoa!
Somehow.
We have the Masala Cornflakes and we have the granolas. That is our study snacks of the day. In case we're seeing a spike of like viewers, so in case just now when we were given the update on the new season, you weren't here, we'll give the refresh on the update. We are doing our season 2 of Gen Z Meets World. It's going to be really exciting, so you want to stay tuned. You want to subscribe to our channel and also our social media pages, which is Instagram and Facebook. Instagram, like I think most of our updates go to our Instagram. We will also update on our Facebook too, but you know, like yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. We'll be posting an update for our next season, which is going to be exciting and cool. So looking forward to that. We will still have the same kind of format, just a different area of focus. And yeah, that is it for our cooking session today, cooking stream. No, we did not update our title. We're supposed to change it to Granola. It's okay.
I'll just add it like cooking.
Cooking granola and cooking
Masala Cornflakes plus granola.
yeah. We're changing the title of the stream. Yeah, people sometimes don't want to help. Help with what? Oh wait, I missed some stuff. I'm missing on the conversation. Honestly, does make it hard. Some projects. Yeah, I hope I do not face too much too much problems at university. I mean, it'll come part of it.
During my psychology group assignment, we had to we didn't have to do it, but we had to do something. So among the things that we could do, and what we ended up doing was a survey, and we also shared a poster to people and asked them and talked to them about it, and just that kind of thing. So that was quite fun on my end, but then I did not really have a specific who to contact, not an employee or anything, just anyone I know, just random people perhaps, my friends from university, people online, random strangers, anyone,
I had in my assignment where I had to make a survey and also interview some people. So yeah. As you can see, these snacks are not just for studying. It's also for mindless snacking or chatting up. So yeah, that's it.
I can definitely finish this before I go there.
We'll make another one.
Yeah.
It's so easy and quick. So yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm finishing food in my mouth. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Let me finish my mouth, I say, as I take another mouthful. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. It things to be difficult. It's mostly for my own
resilience and sanity.
I mean,
it's sometimes it's good to expect something a bit lower, so that you'll be prepared for something more. I'm sorry, to prepare for something to be.
I'm not sure where you're going.
Sometimes it's good to expect something to be harder, yeah, so that you'll be prepared. But then sometimes you can't have too much of a negative expectation, else you will not be able to do it to begin with. It depends on how you perceive things and how you take things in general.
Nothing happened. Everything's fine. Alright. I hope that things would be cool for you. Fully bananas. Fully bananas having difficulties with assignments. So yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think in general, life would come with some difficulties in general, and definitely studies. There will be a lot of hurdles that comes up, and sometimes it can be very taxing. During my pre-university studies, there were times when it was just so draining, but frustrating, bothering. Let's just
Yeah, for me during my previous semester, I had problems with psychology because I had problems memorizing a lot of things.
Oh, not those kind of problems. Just problems with the whole thing. Things for example, I had difficulties. I had this assignment. I do not know who to send it up to. The deadline is running close.
I
I'm
had
supposed to have
some problems on the other end, but I won't go elaborate into that. But what I was trying to say is that those things, they lead to this being a bigger issue. I may have not had that much of a problem just memorizing or studying psychology in general, but having all these stacked up, it makes it
difficult
for me to study in general. So, and it also affects my other subjects. So, but we do our best.
So yeah, but I do hope so too, that it'll be easier and for you, fully banana, inshallah. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Anyway. I like this discussion on studies.
Yeah. It's a very interesting thing to watch from afar.
To hear about.
To read.
To see the different difficulties and not just difficulty, but the different things that you go through in education, especially because right now, we have a point of view from someone studying degree. We have a point of view from fully bananas who's doing diploma. I did STBM, Ahmad did foundation. So seeing all these different perspectives is really cool. May Allah ease all of our studies, inshallah.
Inshallah, I mean.
I hope I get into university. I'm very excited for my application and my interview. There's the excitement and the happy face before the hardships, and then you get like, oh my god, I wished for this. But I want to.
Yeah.
I want to get it. Even the difficulties, I pray that I can get through them. Difficulties will come. So the thing you want to pray for is for it to, yes, be a little easier, and also for you to be able to go through it, I think, Like, difficulties will come no matter what. So yeah, anyway. Now, that's it for our live stream from Gen Z Miss World. No, not Gen Z Miss World. Oskida live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's a pleasure. It's been almost a year. It's been a little over a year of Oskida, and thank you guys so much. We did not post a 1 year of Oskida because
we were so busy during that time.
No, we just did not put it in our calendars. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
it was just like recent. I just got an update yesterday or something like that that it was the 1 year anniversary of our profile picture. So but yeah. So thank you guys so much for following us. It's been almost a year. It's been a little over a year. We appreciate every one of you who's been supporting us and joining our conversation. Folding Banana, who always joins in our live streams and like give really interesting insights, including this whole curry debacle. Ayman Amani, who's always like in our live streams, and even our... Don't ask too much about it. Our live streams and also our podcasts, always commenting and giving ideas. The comments, we really appreciate comments because they really help us improve and see different perspective. And it's like one of the main reasons why we do our podcast, because we want to see all the many perspectives of everyone.
We want to have a conversation.
Yep.
So just having one person, us
talking. It's like, not the conversation. We want to see the many perspectives out there. So yeah. And like so many other people. There's a lot of other people that I'm not mentioning. There's Benman always participates in our live streams. Amanas always supports us.
Ayman Amani, whoever that is.
We mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your bunch of friends here who came in and supported.
Thank you very much.
Amanina Hussaini often joins our live stream, although it's not here today. But also, like, so thank you guys so much.
Kak Wahida.
Yeah, Kak Wahida. Yeah.
Our loyal supporter of Ramadan Reflections.
I love Ramadan Reflections.
Yeah.
That was cool. I want to do it again next year. So yeah, hopefully we can. So yeah. Thank you for having us, and thank you for making all the podcasts and live streams. And thank you guys for joining. There won't be a podcast and a live stream without you guys. So thank you. We all thank each other. Yeah. Anyway, so now this is the part where we show our snackies, and then we say goodbye. No, we bring the camera this way.
Oh, bring the camera this way. I forgot that.
Oh, wait, is that too hard? Yeah.
No.
But then the wire, the battery.
No, we'll just
we'll just bring the camera. It breaks the fourth wall. Oh, careful. Hold a second. Unplug. Like MTV unplug. My favorite line. Careful with the wires.
This thing is long enough, so apologies if you see anything that's a bit messy. Because that's like...
This is our granola. Here's your overhead camera angle.
This is why we set everything.
Hold a second. I'm trying to imagine the I can't imagine. Okay. Alright. Got it. This is our granola. It looks a little bit white. I think it's the auto correction.
Yeah, I think we need better.
No, it's fine now. Is it? Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay. So it's our granola. You see the oats, and then you have the currants, and then you have the... Hold on, let me take an orange peel. There's an orange peel. It's like squarish. It's really good. And then you have the cornflakes masala cornflakes, whatever you want to call it. You see that the greenish thing that's the curry leaf.
Not the curry berries.
And then you have like the spices. You can kind of see them. And it's also really good and it's crunchy now. Like, you can hear it most of the
You can press into it.
You can put the microphone close. No, take a spoon. Hygiene is important.
I was going to take one. Yeah.
No, we're just having fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for. And that's our monitor. And that's you guys. That's chat. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Oops, that's a mirror. Thank you guys so much for. Are we in?
I'm
You're
not
lower.
in.
Okay, alright.
Sit on the
Thank
floor.
you guys so much for joining our live stream, our podcast, and everything in between and outside the between ASMR, yes. Outside the box, in the box, anywhere. Like, thank you so much for all of your support. It means so much to us. Do stay tuned. We really hope that you guys will also like our second season of Gen Z Meets World. We hope that it's still cool and still engaging and still great conversations. So thank you so much. And until next time.
Don't forget one thing before we leave. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
You cannot like to our channel.
Like the video and subscribe to our channel, and also share it to other people who you find beneficial. I mean, the live stream might be fun to rewatch, but especially if there's anything new.
And
especially
you guys can
our new season, and also our social media. So you could also follow and like
us on our Instagram and our Facebook. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and until next time. Goodbye.
Bye.